Dans on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
You got nothing better to do?
This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95.
Excuse me.
Around here, we call your haircut the scab special. Little flecks of blood, give it a personal touch. You should think about getting a trim.
Sounds good.
You're gonna look great.
This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
I guess they were seen coming out of it already.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95. Repeating. This is Paladin Dans on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
It's Soon.
What?
Dr. Soon. Rhymes with moon? How
Repeating.
difficult is that to understand?
Yeah, so... Well, anyway, Dr.
This is
Stone,
Paladin
I got a
Dans
problem.
on frequency 95.
Whatever it is, come back later.
hairstyle.
All Brotherhood of Steel
love
units
your
are to return to
dream.
the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical...
Repeating.
Yeah.
Go over your symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
This is Paladin Dans on frequency
I've got an
95.
itch, Doc.
We can sober you up.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Repeating.
No, we're done.
Off you go then.
This is Paladin Dans on
Doctor?
frequency 95.
Let's get you...
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station
Examine right away.
immediately for reassignment.
Let's hope they don't mistake us for ghouls.
Look at these burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Prydwen's in town.
Dance?
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive.
Right.
If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. Man, if it's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to...
Sure.
I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me up to the roof of the police station.
Looking to track down another artifact?
Have you ever fired a minigun? Shoots through barrels like paper.
You don't see a lot of vertebrates in this kind of shape.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Jewel, green. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's
Mission grants. Welcome back. Allow me to be the
Look alive.
Go ahead.
one more tomorrow.
Nick.
by Frankie
Something
Connell.
up?
Yes.
Probably about time we parted ways.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridley and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
What are my orders?
Your order. Anything else?
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you... Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head... Dismissed, Initiate.
You lost. Maxon's address is being held on the command deck.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
When I get
Elder Maxon?
I care about them,
Salisbury
you know.
steak is mine.
The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with...
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter, adjusting compression rate.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. Congratulations on the promotion. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
So come back when you've got the time.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with the Deathclaw.
Paladin.
Well, now,
There you
wondered
are.
when I'd see you
How
again.
did it go with Elder Maxon?
Come back when you've got the time.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along.
Billy Ward.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Some recent activity in here in Diamond City that you might want
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
to know
So,
about.
you're the new recruit I heard about.
I've heard. I mean,
Huh,
it seems
not
that,
what I was
Agent
expecting.
Valentine is looking into some former residents of Diamond City.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Well, I don't really know much.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Played. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
How about Johnny Mercer? I kind of wonder if this one is supposed to be a joke. Does anyone know?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the... Now, if you'll excuse...
I'm proud to be serving.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't fight.
Not really here to chit-chat. I had orders to meet the crew.
Rules. I hope you're not another one of those by-the-book. Now, this is the stowage. The powers that be. If you need to stop...
That's good to know.
I'm glad. When I tell the good news, yeah, I'm mostly... Of course.
Right. I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend. It just involves a little bit of heavy. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need... After you're done with the meet and greet. In the meantime...
Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the prison wall.
Well, come back when you've got the time.
Excuse me, Captain Cade.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of... First question. As a child, were you ever...
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you want... Okay, second. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species?
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and...
That hardly qualifies. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical...
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit Sure. Under normal circumstances. However, unfortunately...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be... As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty. In any event...
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
By Elder Maxon's orders,
Dr. Teagan.
all forms
What can
of
I get for you
technology should
today?
be confiscated or collected.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Right.
The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone's... listen, I didn't have a chance. I'm not sure I still have a... but I'll give it time.
Hey there.
Never did like this rust bucket. Oh, sure, the Prydwen's a fine ship, but put me in the field any day.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew.
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. Having those to make matters...
Sure.
I want... Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the instant. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a... Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong. Dismissed.
You point, I shoot.
This article in the newspaper, Public Occurrences.
Hey, you got a new assignment.
Yeah.
Sadie's hitting field scribe.
I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint. You know, I'm not saying it's
having the Prydwen more or less the airport keeps the Brotherhood from striking.
course, the mayor. I have a statement from the...
Remember your 3 C's.
Office. You know, it's, well, I mean, it just says here there's, nothing to worry about, that it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of... crazy stuff. Anyway, it's, well, it's something to think about, I guess. Next stuff is,
Instruments agree, and clear for release. Keep them in your sight. Set her down and then hightail it back to the Bridgewood for repairs.
Fucking town!
Being in the open like this is tactically irresponsible.
That sound, what is it?
What's that? Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Got it. Nice.
Me? Archaeological.
Suppress! Fire!
You hit like...
Join the Brotherhood.
That was the ink spots with "It's all over but the crying," because that part never really stops. I mean, the song ended, ironically. The crying mentioned in the song never stops. If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them
trash
with,
to pick through
you know,
here.
the whole...
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
And in other news, it sounds like maybe the... not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet.
Wynonie Harris had a grandma that gambled, I guess, and so he wrote a song about it. And I'm not just talking about it, I intend to play it. So here it is.
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
Someone there?
Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces.
Who's there? A stupid noise. What's that? No green stuff here. I hear something. I know.
I heard you. Found you.
No green stuff here.
Might have been.
Got it.
Searching.
Killed my brother!
You hear that?
Pay for that!
Yes.
Remain vigilant. I know that.
There we go.
Over there!
Won't be able to pick this.
That was the 5 stars.
All right.
All 5 of them. Get it? Because it's, well, it's funny? Sort of? No. No. Okay. Not really.
Just a pile of junk.
If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them
I'd
with,
just leave
you know,
that
the
if I were
whole
you.
surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. The Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous at that point. Now let's enjoy another one from, well, it's the 8 spots. And I hope that's cool.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Wish a Buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off. So boring.
Look at this place. You must hate...
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind...
Sure.
These monstrosities are just another example of man. I've been fighting for years.
Right.
I've seen what these... It would be Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand.
Don't apologize. It reminds me what...
Thank you, brother.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, what's important here is that you should head back up to the Dismissed.